Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Raw results and your WWE main event as well. Birthdays for January 28th, and this is the week of January 28th for Raw. Sheamus turned 41 years old. Seiya Sanada turned 31. Shark Boy, the real name of Dean Rose, turned 44. Andre the Giant, Andrei Rene Rousimov, died on January 27, 1993, at the age of 46 of congestive heart failure. Sasha Banks, her real name is Mercedes Kastner Varnado. She turned 27 on Saturday. The Stro, real name of Robert Kellum, turned 46 on Saturday. Volador Jr., real name of Ramon Ibarra Rivera, turned 38 on Saturday. Taylor Wilde, real name is Chantel Malawaski, turned 33 on Saturday. The late Road Warrior Hawk, Mike Hickstrom, was born on January 27, 1957, died of heart attack at the age of 46 on October 19, 2003. Advertised dark main events from Raw are Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship, Finn Balor and Elias versus Dean Ambrose and Drew McIntyre. I didn't get the results, but it will be posted at the end of the video. LED board graphics of the Chase Field at this link build Universal Champion Brock Lesnar as the World Heavyweight Champion at the Rumble pay-per-view. You can see the error of the photo in that link. SmackDown superstar Ty Dillinger took to Twitter earlier to reveal his new haircut and all-black wardrobe. Dillinger has shaved off the sides of his hair and is sporting a short hair mohawk. That you see this picture on that with a full beard. Also, his new Twitter profile picture features the perfect 10, new hairstyle, and Dillinger's all-black getup. Dillinger suffered a hand injury at a SmackDown Live event in Macon, Georgia on October 29, 2018. As previously reported, Dillinger underwent a successful surgery for his injured hand, expected to return to action soon. Producer Road Dogg Brian James returned to WWE TV on tonight's Raw from Phoenix, joining the Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett for a performance of their With My Baby Tonight single, and this would lead to Elias taking them both out with guitars. And you can see the video. Didn't get the video of it. You just had to go to Raw on YouTube or on the network. Also noted it was tonight that Ember Moon is out of action with an injury. WWE had not officially announced the injury, but they keep you updated. Moon worked the 30-woman Royal Rumble match on Sunday, entering the match in the number 6 spot. And she possibly injured it in that match. She was later eliminated by Alexa Bliss for the 24th elimination of the match. Paige, The Rock, Zelina Vega were all in Park City, Utah for the premiere of Fighting With My Family at the Sundance Film Festival. PW Insider reported that Vega's husband, Aleister Black, will be at the screening with her. So he most likely will not be at Raw. And it was also noted that most of the NXT talent were flown back to Florida after the pay-per-view and will not be at this week's Raw and SmackDown tapings. PW Insider also reported that the Velveteen Dream was backstage at last night's Rumble pay-per-view wearing a neck brace. He had wrestled earlier in the day in the World Collides tournament. Former UFC Women's Featherweight Champion Chris Cyborg was spotted at the Performance Center today at this link. ESPN's Ariel Helwani shared a photo on Twitter of the appearance. There you go for that. And Cyborg had been teasing a run with WWE for quite some time, even interacting at one point on social media with Becky Lynch. Wrestling Inc. has learned that the former WWE Cruiserweight Champion Shane Helms will be returning to the company, WWE, as a backstage producer. Helms had been working with Ring of Honor since this past June. Helms brings nearly 20 years of experience in the business on a national level, dating back to the signing with WCW in 1999. His biggest career run came when he started dressing as a superhero named the Hurricane in WWF in 2001. During a recent media call, Paul Triple H Levesque discussed the company increasing their efforts in hiring talent in backstage roles. We're always on the lookout for talented people that can contribute to the product and to the WWE as a whole. As Levesque said, it doesn't matter where they're from, the quality people that are talented. They have a passion for this and want to go to the next level and succeed. I'm always looking forward to those people. Helms is expected to begin with WWE as of Raw tapings. Live show. As Wrestling Inc. has learned that Abyss and Sonjay Dutt are believed to start their new roles by mid-February. As Levesque indicated that their roles are not yet fully defined. Sonjay coming in here, Abyss coming in here, in behind-the-scenes roles, we're going to see where that best fits for them, Levesque said. I've heard of them. I know of them. So many people speak highly of them and their jobs over the years from a talent standpoint and other standpoint. So I'm looking forward to working with them and seeing where they best fit through all of this. As we all are, everybody here will determine where they fit, what they want to do, and how they can help contribute in the best way that the product going forward. Being the Elite, episode 136, called How Dare You Defy Me episode, can be found in this link. Kenny Omega is still under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling until February 1st. That's only 2 days away as of this video, so it is not possible for him to show up at the Rumble pay-per-view. Omega is reportedly leaning towards signing with All Elite Wrestling once he becomes a free agent. The latest episode of Being Elite ended with a countdown to the Double or Nothing ticket announcement party on February 7th at the MGM Grand Hotel. Matt Jackson was also talking with someone, teased to be Omega, and said, "Dude, I can't believe people thought you were really going to be there." AJ Styles' contract with WWE is set to expire in April of 2019. Very similar to Dean Ambrose. So it's possible that they both could be leaving. Speculation has been running rampant that they could be the first. He could be the first major WWE superstar whose services are legitimately on the table for All Elite Wrestling. Dave Meltzer dispelled this notion on the most recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio. He stated that despite Styles' close friendship with the guys from the Elite and other key players with AEW, the expectation is that he will be re-signing with the WWE. It remains to be seen where Styles actually lands once his contract expires, but it's Meltzer to be believed he ain't going nowhere. Video Charlie Caruso at this link talking to Seth Rollins after the big Royal Rumble main event win last night. Rollins said he should be celebrating going to WrestleMania 35, but he's faced with the major preparation he must get ready for. Rollins said he must now get ready for the biggest match of his life. Rollins says he has a lot of thinking to do before Raw, but he's not sure if he will face WWE Champion Daniel Bryan or Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. Rollins said that Finn Balor versus Lesnar match taught him to have hope, but to be cautious as well. Rollins said Lesnar is a freak, and preparing for him will be like preparing for no other athlete in the world if he chooses Lesnar. Halftime Heat will return next Sunday during the NFL Super Bowl 53. The match will feature WWE NXT Champion Tommaso Ciampa, NXT North American Champion Johnny Gargano, and Adam Cole versus Aleister Black, the Velveteen Dream, and Ricochet. The match will likely be taped on Wednesday's NXT tapings from Full Sail University. Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels will be one of the commentators for the match. And you'll find the results of that or the spoilers for that on the SmackDown video. WWE taped the rest of the Worlds Collide tournament on Saturday from Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona, featuring WWE NXT, NXT UK, and 205 Live Superstars. The tournament will air in 2 parts next Saturday, February 2nd, on the WWE Network. Team NXT, Adam Cole, the Velveteen Dream, Dominic Djokovic, Keith Lee, and Shane Thorne. Team NXT, Jordan Devlin, Mark Andrews, Travis Banks, Tyler Bate. NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Zach Gibson. Team 205 Live is Humberto Carrillo, Cedric Alexander, Tony Nese, TJP, and Drew Gulak. And here are the dark matches from the tournament matches. From the tapings from Access, taped for Saturday in the day. Flash Morgan Webster defeated James Drake. It was a dark match. Jordan Devlin won the 15-man battle royal to earn the first round bye. Drew Gulak defeated Mark Andrews. Dominic Djokovic defeated TJP. Keith Lee defeated Travis Banks. Humberto Carrillo defeated Zach Gibson. The Velveteen Dream defeated Tony Nese. Adam Cole defeated Shane Thorne. Tyler Bate defeated Cedric Alexander. Walter defeated Danny Burch. With a dark match. Taped Saturday in the evening, WWE UK champion Pete Dunne retained over Wolfgang. That was a dark match. NXT Women's Champion Toni Storm retained over Rhea Ripley. With a dark match. Jordan Devlin defeated Drew Gulak. Tyler Bate defeated Dominic Djokovic. Velveteen Dream defeated Humberto Carrillo. Adam Cole defeated Keith Lee. Taped on Sunday, Candice LeRae defeated Zia Lee with a dark match. Another dark match, Fabian Aichner defeated Ligero. Tyler Bate defeated Adam Cole. Velveteen Dream defeated Jordan Devlin. Tainara Conti and Mia Yim defeated Chelsea Green and Vanessa Bourne with a dark match. Another dark match, Trent Seven defeated Jack Gallagher. Joe Kofi and Mark Kofi defeated Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews with a dark match. Walter defeated Cassius Ohno, dark match. NXT UK champion Zach Gibson and James Drake retained over One Lorcan and Danny Burch, dark match. Velveteen Dream defeated Tyler Bate to win the WWE Worlds Collide tournament. In the finals, WWE NXT TakeOver Phoenix results. Open up with a video package. We're live from the Talking Stick Resort in Phoenix, Arizona. Mauro Ronaldo welcomes us to the show. Join him with Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson. They introduced the Spanish announced team and at ringside next to them. NXT Tag Team title match, War Raiders versus Undisputed Era. Announcers are interrupted by horns going off in the arena. A group of Viking soldiers appear on the stage and get formation with spears and shields. War Raiders Hanson and Rowe appear from out of the group and head to the ring. Kayla Braxton does ring introductions. Out next comes NXT Tag Team Champions Kyle O'Reilly, Roger Strong of the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish is with them, but he heads to the back. Showing off the NXT 2018 year-end award for Tag Teams of the Year. The champs attack their opponents as soon as the bell rings and they beat them down. Hanson gets it to the floor. Rowe comes back and levels both opponents. Hanson flattens them on the outside with a double clothesline. Hanson with another big power move. Hanson goes at it with Strong in the ring. Hanson drops him with a big corner splash. Rowe tags in and keeps up the attack going on Strong. The double team Strong and Rowe covers for a 2 count. O'Reilly comes in and helps Strong turn it around. Hanson gets into Rowe and they go down on the outside. The champs double team Hanson in the ring. O'Reilly with strikes to Hanson. Strong tags in for the double teaming. Hanson blocks the suplex twice, going for one of his own. Strong slides out and they double team Hanson again. Hanson blocks the double whip, but they finally get to him in the corner and they double team. The double team continues. O'Reilly grounds Hanson. Rowe finally gets the tag and uses his opponents on each other in a power move. Hanson is the only one in the ring now. He runs the ropes and leaps out with a big cannonball, but he lands hard on the champions as a champion's move. Rowe with a big drop kick, but Strong and O'Reilly double team him again. Strong comes in with a backbreaker to Rowe. Strong keeps Rowe grounded. O'Reilly tags in and keeps Rowe down with elbows and knees. Fans a dueling chance. O'Reilly tries for the cross armbreaker, but Rowe resists. O'Reilly tries for a triangle, but Rowe counters. Strong tags in and makes a save with a backbreaker for a 2 count. Hanson is still down on the outside. Hanson tries to come in after being provoked, but the referee holds him back, allowing Rowe to get double teamed in the corner. Rowe launches O'Reilly over his head, knocking Strong off the apron to the floor. Rowe crawls to Hanson, but O'Reilly pulls Hanson off the apron. Hanson goes after him, but Strong drops him through the ropes. Strong drop kicks Rowe for another close 2 count. Hanson with more offense and a big Bronco Buster for a 2 count. Strong counters the move and nails a stiff clothesline to Hanson. Rowe and Riley are in now. The match turns to chaos as all 4 are going at it, tornado style. Rowe takes out Strong, but Strong drops him. Hanson takes out Strong. O'Reilly runs over but gets double teamed. Hanson leads out of the ring, taking Strong back down while Rowe drops O'Reilly for a 2 count. Fan champ for NXT now. Rowe power bombs O'Reilly after tagging in Hanson. Hanson follows up from the top with a big splash, but Strong breaks a pin just in time. Rowe tosses Strong to the floor, and Hanson goes back to the top. O'Reilly slides out of a move, but Rowe hits Hanson while he's up on top. Strong comes in and climbs up for a superplex on Hanson. Strong nails it, and the ring shakes. O'Reilly follows up with a big flying knee to Hanson, but Hanson still kicks out at 2. Fans go wild. Rowe comes back to the ring from the floor, but Strong rocks him on the ropes. Strong drops Rowe on the apron. Fan chant, "This is awesome now." O'Reilly and Strong double team Hanson. Strong slams Hanson for a 2 count. Fan chant, "Fight forever." Hanson scoops O'Reilly, but Strong leaps and hits him with a knee. The champs hit high-low on Hanson for another close 2 count. Hanson grabs both opponents by their throats, but they hit him. Hanson fights them both off, hits a springboard back elbow to take them both down. Rowe tags in for a huge powerbomb power slam combination to the champions. Rowe scoots O'Reilly and Hanson joins him for the fallout to get the pin and the titles. Winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, War Raiders. After the match, Hanson and Rowe take the titles and raise them high. There's immediate plays. We go to replays. Back from the break, NXT UK Women's Champion Toni Storm and WWE UK Champion Pete Dunne in the front row. Video package for the next match. Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. We go to the ring. Out first comes Riddle. Cassius was out next, of course. The bell rings and they go at it. Riddle sends Ohno to the floor to start the match. Riddle runs around and jumps off the ring steps, taking Ohno down with a forearm. Riddle brings him back in the ring, keeps up the attack. Riddle with a senton and a knee strike. Riddle powers up with Ohno, dropping him with a big slam as the fans pop. Riddle walks into a boot from Ohno. Riddle comes back and tries for a sunset bomb off the apron to the floor, but Ohno hangs on. Ohno decks Riddle and gets free. Ohno works Riddle over now, dropping a leg for a 2 count. Ohno keeps Riddle grounded. Ohno drops Riddle with a big elbow, but Riddle kicks out. Ohno talks some trash and calls Riddle a bum while being kept down. Riddle comes back with strikes, but Ohno sends him to the corner and unloads with forearms of his own. Ohno with a back fist and a big boot to the face. Riddle falls out to the floor. Ohno follows and rams Riddle's face first into the ring post. Ohno also sends Riddle into the steel ring steps. Ohno returns to the ring as the referee count. Riddle makes it back in, but Ohno rocks him on the apron. Riddle eats it and gets upset. Ohno with a big boot. Riddle eats that too. Getting more hyped up, Riddle comes back in the ring and ends up applying a sleeper hold to Ohno, which is more than just a rest hold. Riddle breaks it up and goes for a German suplex, but Ohno stops on Riddle's bare foot. Riddle catches the knee and goes for the German suplex again, nailing it this time. And holding the bridge for a 2 count. Riddle makes a comeback with several kicks now as the fans pop for him. Ohno gets Riddle's foot and bites his toes. Ohno with a big knee to the face. Ohno nails a Liger bomb for another 2 count. Ohno goes to the top and hits a moonsault, but Riddle kicks out. More back and forth. Ohno drops Riddle with a big boot. Ohno with a senton. Riddle blocks a second senton, applies a sleeper on the mat. Riddle finally has to break. Ohno begs and pleads from his knees. Now as Riddle stares him down. Ohno offers his hand for the first fist bump, but Riddle nails knee to the face. Riddle with a big sleeper suplex. Riddle with an elbow strike. Riddle unloads with elbows, and Ohno starts tapping out. Referee finally sees the tap and calls for the bell as Riddle continues to unload on Ohno. Winner of the match, Matt Riddle. After the match, Riddle stands tall as the music hits and we go to replay. Back from the break, we get NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa backstage warming up. An SUV pulls up in the back, and out comes two women. Velveteen Dream is out next. He takes a girl on each arm, and they head into the arena with two other men behind them. One possibly being the driver. The United States Hype the World Collide Tournament that airs next Saturday, which Dream participated in, and later on won. Video package for tonight's NXT North American title match. North American title match, Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet. We go to the ring. Out first comes Johnny Gargano. Many fans in the first few rows are holding up Gargano face logo signs. North American champion Ricochet was out next. Fans do loud dueling chants as the bell rings. They lock up and go at it. They both trade holds and counters. Gargano with a quick 2 count. Another after some more tangling. Ricochet avoids a super kick and goes against the ropes. Gargano lets him up. More dueling chants as they lock up again. Gargano takes Ricochet down with a headlock in the middle of the ring. More back and forth as they get back to their feet. They keep one-upping each other as the fans pop. Ricochet is hitting a drop kick to send Gargano to the floor. Ricochet runs the ropes, but puts on the brakes and stops at the apron. He nails a big running Asahi moonsault to the floor from the apron. Taking Gargano down, Ricochet brings it back in, but runs into an elbow in the corner. Gargano goes up top, but it backfires. Ricochet climbs up, but Gargano sends him back down. Ricochet rocks Gargano and climbs back up. Gargano counters, slides underneath and drops Ricochet face first into the top turnbuckle. Gargano with more offense and another pin attempt in the middle of the ring. Gargano works on the arm and the neck now, tying Ricochet up in the middle of the ring. Ricochet fights out with the elbows. Ricochet sweeps Gargano and goes for a standing moonsault, but Gargano gets knees up. Gargano then slams Ricochet's head into his knee for a 2 count. Gargano with more holds on the mat. Ricochet kicks out at 2. Gargano drops Ricochet with a big chop to the throat. Gargano with a kick to the jaw while Ricochet is down. Ricochet blocks sunset flip attempt. Gargano slides out of a suplex attempt. Gargano flies in from the apron with a slingshot spear, but Ricochet sends him face first into the mat. Ricochet with a standing moonsault landing on Gargano's back, hurting them both. They both get up and trade shots in the middle of the ring now. Ricochet drops Gargano with a lariat. Ricochet with a flying head scissors. Gargano with more strikes in the corner. Ricochet keeps control and hits a springboard European uppercut for a pop. Ricochet with a Northern Light suplex and a brain buster for a close 2 count. Ricochet gets a suplex before Gargano blocks it. Ricochet with a back elbow to break from a hole. Gargano sends Ricochet to the apron, but he springboards in, rolling through. Ricochet goes on and jumps up for the scissors, but Gargano turns out in a sit-down powerbomb for a 2 count. Gargano catches Ricochet in a submission. Ricochet fights as Gargano tries for a Gargano escape. More back and forth on the mat. Gargano kicks Ricochet from the apron. Gargano springboards in for a DDT, but Ricochet catches him. Ricochet dumps Gargano over the top rope to the floor. Gargano hits the ribs on the apron on the way down. Ricochet runs the ropes and leads out with a big dive, taking Gargano back down. Ricochet brings it back in the ring. Fan chant, Mamma Mia now. More back and forth between the two. Ricochet nails a standing shooting star press and a big moonsault from the corner. Gargano still kicks out at 2. Ricochet goes to the top, but Gargano rolls out of the way. Gargano lands up on the apron, one on the opposite corner. Ricochet advances, but Gargano goes to the floor as the fans boo. Ricochet runs the ropes into the corner, but leaps over the ring post, flipping out onto Gargano on the floor. Ricochet brings it back in the ring, hits the springboard for a 50. Gargano still kicks out at 2. Ricochet goes back up top for a shooting star press, but Gargano gets his knees up for a close 2 count. Gargano keeps knocks Ricochet out of the ring with a huge super kick. Gargano runs the ropes for a dive, but Ricochet catches him. Gargano counters the move and spikes Ricochet to the floor with a Hurricane Rana, then brings it back in. Gargano with a slingshot DDT for a very close 2 count. Fans and Gargano can't believe it. Fans get the NXT chant going. Gargano rolls to the floor, but he's frustrated, talking to himself. Gargano peels the ringside mat away and then exposes the concrete. The referees warn him. Gargano goes for a draping DDT from the apron to the concrete as the referee warns him. Gargano decides not to do the move, but comes back into the ring, and Ricochet rolls him up for a close 2 count. Ricochet blocks the super kick. On the next encounter, Ricochet with a huge clothesline. Ricochet goes to the top for a Phoenix Splash, but he lands on his feet as Gargano moves out of the way. Gargano nails a big super kick. Ricochet counters and throws Gargano to the mat. Ricochet borrows a move and applies a Gargano escape on Gargano. Move thief. Gargano manages to get free and regroup. Fans chant, fight forever. Gargano drops Ricochet with a shot in the ring, into the ring post on the apron. Gargano grabs Ricochet on the apron and looks down at the exposed concrete. Gargano brings Ricochet to the floor and drives him down on the concrete with a suplex. Referee checks on them both as we get a replay. Gargano brings it back in the ring, but he's moving real slowly. Settling the concrete move. In pain, Gargano wastes some time, but springboards in with a big DDT, and Gargano covers for the 3 count for the win. Winner, North American champion Johnny Gargano. After the match, Gargano takes the title, clutches it, staring it on the mat. As the music starts up, we go to replays. Gargano celebrates it with the title, clutching it tight, and he makes his exit. Back for the break, we get a video package of tonight's women's title match. Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. Go to ring out first comes Bianca Belair. Women's champion Shayna Baszler is out next. Referee is Jessica Carr is out for this match. As you're seeing her in the Royal Rumble as extra referee for the Royal Rumble match itself. Kayla does formal ring introductions. Back and forth start the match. They take turns talking trash and kicking each other down. Belair mounts some good offense first, sending Baszler out of the ring. Belair follows, but Baszler uses Belair's long hair to pull her into the ring post. Baszler returns to the ring and the referee counts. Belair makes it back in at the 9 count, selling the shoulder injury from the ring post spot. Baszler mounts Belair and unloads with strikes. Baszler kicks out at 2. Baszler kicks Belair around again, talking trash and mocking her, calling her overrated. Belair responds with a smack to the face. Belair tries to mount some offense, still selling the shoulder injury. Belair keeps control and knocks Baszler out of air for a 2 count of her own. More back and forth now as they get back and trade strikes in the middle of the ring. Belair swings but doesn't come close to even connecting as Baszler toys with her. Belair connects with a hair whip to the gut, sending Baszler down. Belair with more offense until Baszler sends her into the referee, sending the referee down. Referee bump. Baszler uses the hair against Belair again. Belair comes back and drops Baszler with a KOD. Belair covers and easily gets the 3 count, but the referee's still down. Doesn't see it. Belair panics and screams. Marina Shafir runs down, but Belair drops her. Belair drops her as Jessamine Duke runs in next, but Belair slams her on top of Shafir. Baszler comes back and rolls Belair into the Cure Feudal Clutch as the referee starts to wake up. Belair powers up with Baszler on her back. The Cure Feudal Clutch is still applied. Belair breaks a hold and turns it into a big suplex, tossing Baszler across the ring. Belair goes up top and has to stop to kick Duke back to the floor. Belair goes for the 450 splash from the top, but comes up short, barely hitting in front of Baszler. Baszler immediately rolls her into the Cure Feudal Clutch. Belair starts to fade as Baszler keeps the submission hold lock applied. Belair suddenly powers up out of nowhere to her feet with Baszler on her back. Fan chant EST at Belair as Belair stands up. Knees bent. Baszler on her back. Still Belair goes down and Baszler keeps the clutch tight. Referee calls for the bell as Belair goes out, but she did not tap. So referee stoppage. After the match, Belair was laid out as Baszler stands tall with her title. Music hits and we go to replays. Baszler stands tall with her title, smiling as Belair wakes up. The referee checks on her as Baszler raises the title to the crowd. Baszler exits the ring and celebrates with Shafir and Duke at ringside. The women's 4 horsemen. Baszler then taunts Belair with the title, stopping to raise it on the ramp with the other MMA horsewomen. We get a promo for the next WWE 24 documentary, which focuses on WrestleMania 34 and premieres on Sunday after Royal Rumble. Back to the break, Morrow hypes up the Royal Rumble pay-per-view on Sunday. He also plugs Triple H's live post-takeover interview on Facebook with Kathy Kelly. We see Velveteen Dream sitting in the front row with the two women from earlier. Announcers lead us to a video package for tonight's main event, Aleister Black versus Tommaso Ciampa championship match. We go to the ring for tonight's main event. Out first comes Aleister Black. Of course, Ciampa's out next. Kayla does ring introductions. Ciampa stares at the title and kisses it before handing it over to the referee. Drake works as Black stares him down from the corner. The bell rings and they lock up aggressively, tumbling out of the ropes. They run back in to face off. Ciampa responds with a chop. Black takes Ciampa down first, but breaks and backs off. Ciampa looks to mount some offense now, but they end up back on the mat, going back and forth. Black gets the upper hand and keeps Ciampa grounded. Ciampa tries for a pin attempt to break free, but Black keeps him down in the middle of the ring. Ciampa gets up and takes Black to the corner, using the 5 count from the referee. They break and do it again. Black rocks Ciampa out of the corner this time. Black avoids running into the steel steps, but Ciampa ends up driving him into them knee first. Ciampa suplexes Black into the steps down, forcing his knees to crash into the steps again. Ciampa smiles. Ciampa brings him back into the ring and works on the left knee. Black tries to turn it around, but Ciampa keeps control. Ciampa works Black over and taunts him while keeping the submission locked in. Ciampa takes it to the corner, but Black elbows him for the escape. Ciampa keeps fighting and takes the knee out again. Black goes down and clutches the knee as Ciampa smiles above him. Ciampa drives knees into the knee again and uses the ring ropes on it. Fans boo as Ciampa delivers another big running knee to Black's knee. Ciampa wraps Black's knee around the ring post several times as the referee counts. Ciampa with an STO and more offense to hurt the knee. Ciampa turns Black upside down for the tree of woe. Ciampa beats on Black, taking more shots at the knee. Ciampa drives elbows into the knee. Black fights back with kicks, freeing himself from the tree of woe. Black limps, but Ciampa rocks him from the top turnbuckle. Black comes back with a huge running boot, sending Ciampa from the top turnbuckle to the floor. Black is also down on the outside. Black sends Ciampa to the floor. Black runs into the corner and leaps onto the apron. Going to the top, but Ciampa runs and cuts him off. Ciampa drops Black onto the apron with the Tower of London. Black still kicks out at 2. Ciampa charges and levels Black again for another close pin attempt. Fans do a dueling chance. Ciampa mocks Black with a step up for Black mass. Smiling at him, Black jumps out of nowhere with a jumping knee. Black can't follow up. Ciampa puts him back down. Ciampa delivers strikes as Black tries to get back up to his knees. Ciampa down with kicks, but Ciampa jumps up with a lariat. Ciampa mocks Black again, but Black sweeps him. Black exposes his knee and delivers a double stomp to the chest. Black lifts Ciampa, but the leg gives him trouble. Black tries again, and Ciampa gets up this time. Dropping him for a 2 count, more back and forth between the two. Ciampa ends up on the floor, but Black nails a huge moonsault. From the ring, Black looks to slip on water on the outside, but came back in, and Ciampa nails a fairy tale ending for the close 2 count. Ciampa goes for another fairy tale ending and hits it in the middle of the ring. Ciampa pins Black right back up, and Black nails him. The knee goes out as Black tries for another Black mass, and Ciampa takes advantage, dropping Black with one more fairy tale ending to get the pin and the win. After the match, superstars are still flat on their backs, and Ciampa's music hits. The referee holds the NXT title while looking at them both. Ciampa starts to move as we go to replay. Ciampa clutches the title as he gets to his feet, smiling and laughing about how he's the one. Ciampa raises the title and celebrates, exiting the ring as we go to another replay of the finish. Ciampa poses on the stage, raising the NXT title in the air. New North American champion Johnny Gargano comes out from the back. Former DIY partners look at each other. Gargano raises the title in the air for a pop. Ciampa stands beside him and raises his title for another pop. NXT takeover finish goes off the air with Ciampa and Gargano standing tall with the titles. Earlier today, Kushida wrestled his final NJPW match from NJPW Road to a New Beginning in a losing effort to IWGP Heavyweight Champion Hiroshi Tanahashi. With his contract expiring, the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion announced he would be leaving the company at the end of this month to wrestle overseas. He's reportedly expected to start with the NXT brand in WWE. Here's the full results from the show. Ren Narita defeated Yuya Uemura. Manabu Nakanishi and Hiroshi Tenzan defeated Shota Umino and Aoto Yoshida. Yoshiro Tanahashi and Taiji Ishimori defeated Ryusuke Sagauchi, and Toa Henare. Tamaoki Hanma, Toru Yano, and Togi Makabe defeated Chase Owens, Tonga Loa, and Tamatanga. Bullet Club members. Bad Luck Fail and Jay White defeated Yoshihashi and Kazuchika Okada. Shingo Takagi, Bushi, Sanada, Evil, and Tetsuya Naito defeated El Desperado, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Taichi, Zack Sabre Jr., and Minoru Suzuki. And Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Kushida. And your results for the main event: Lucha House Party defeated Jinder Mahal and the Singh Brothers. B Team defeated the Ascension. And thanks to KVNG Dusty contributed to the article from Twitter account. Raw opened up live from the Talking Stick Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. Michael Coleslaw welcomes us to the show. Joined him by Corey Graves and Renee Young. We go right to the ring. Out comes Miz Royal Rumble winner, Seth Rollins to a pop. Mike Rome does the ring introduction. Fan chant, burn it down. As Rollins hits the ring, he takes the mic, brags on the Royal Rumble's win, and going to WrestleMania 35 to main event. Fan chant, you deserve it now. Rollins promised he wouldn't do this, but now he has to now. He points up at the WrestleMania 35 sign, hanging high. Rollins mentions WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, and fan chant, take his belt now. Rollins says his WrestleMania opponent will be a very difficult decision, and he will need some time to think about it. The music interrupts. Out comes Triple H. Triple H goes to speak, but the fans break out in a chant for NXT. Triple H is glad Rollins is living his dream, and he's glad he pointed up at the sign. Triple H brings up a recent challenge for Rollins to bring himself back. Triple H knows what the dream is like because it was once his dream. Triple H jokes about getting emotional. Triple H goes on giving Rollins props for being the one who won the Rumble. Fan chant, burn it down again. Triple H brings up Rollins' decision on who he will burn down at WrestleMania. He says Becky Lynch, winner of the Women's Rumble, also has to make a decision, and she will do that on SmackDown tomorrow. Triple H says Rollins has to make his decision tonight. Triple H says that the machine moves fast, so they need to know who it will be. He gives Rollins until the end of the night. Triple H says Lesnar and WWE Champion Daniel Bryan will both be here tonight. Triple H needs Rollins to tell him whose butt he is going to kick at WrestleMania. Fan chant, slay the beast now. Rollins says this will be one of the hardest decisions in his life. If it's got to be done tonight, the music interrupts. Out comes Dean Ambrose. Ambrose hits the ring and has words with Triple H and Rollins, calling Rollins a suck up and kiss butt. Ambrose hopes Rollins wins at WrestleMania and says the one person Rollins can't beat without help is him. Ambrose wants a match with Rollins tonight. He calls Triple H, chuckles, and tells him to make the match for now. Triple H goes to leave, but Ambrose stops him, asking if he has to get permission from his father-in-law first. Triple H stops and says, yes, he does. Chant starts up. Triple H calls for a referee, and we got the match. And they go to commercial. Back from the break, match starts. Rollins unloads on Ambrose, but Ambrose fights out of the corner. Rollins drops him and keeps the offense going. Ambrose goes to the floor for a breather. Rollins drop kicks Ambrose through the rope, setting him out into the barrier. Rollins follows and launches Ambrose into the barrier again. Rollins chops and strikes to the floor as the referee counts. Ambrose sends Rollins into the crowd, but Rollins leaps off the barrier and takes Ambrose down to the floor. Rollins brings him back into the ring, springboards in, but Ambrose kicks him in midair. Ambrose stops away in the corner. Rollins comes back with a kick to the jaw. Rollins cranks up for the stomp, but kicks Ambrose and misses the stomp as he rolls out of the way to the apron. Rollins goes on and tries to powerbomb Ambrose from the apron to the floor, but Ambrose fights back. Ambrose sends Rollins into the ring post and goes down. Ambrose sends Rollins into the post again. The referee counts. Ambrose brings it back in the ring for a 2 count. Ambrose keeps Rollins grounded with an STF now. As they go to commercial, and Ambrose is trying to slam Rollins from the top, Rollins knocks him to the mat, nails him with a crossbody from the top. The trade shots in the middle of the ring. Rollins brings it back as they go outside to the outside and brings it back in the ring, but misses the frog splash as Ambrose rolls out of the way. Ambrose with a 2 count. Rollins blocks Dirty Deeds. Rollins goes on and hits the ripcord knee. Rollins goes for a buckle bomb, but Rollins drops to one knee with a kick. Rollins kicks up for the curb stomp. As Fan Champ burn it down now. Rollins nails it and covers for the win. After the match, Rollins stands tall as the music hits. Rollins still will make his WrestleMania 35 decision later on tonight. Ambrose is visibly upset in the ring after the match. Still to come, Ronda Rousey issues an open challenge for tonight. Kurt Angle versus Baron Constable Corbin and Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. We see the new women's tag team titles at ringside on display. We got a commercial. And that sets up the women's tag team elimination chamber qualifying match. First, we got Tamina Snuka and Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Back for the break, Dean Ambrose is sitting in a chair in the ring. Out comes Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka as we see highlights from Jax's appearance in the men's Rumble match. Jax faces off with Ambrose and they have words. Ambrose turns to leave, but Jax nails him from behind to send him out. Not much, just basically pushes him out of the ring. Referees hold Ambrose back as Jax taunts him from the ring. Ambrose gets on the apron, but backs off as Jax laughs. Alexa Bliss is out next with her partner, Mickie James. We get a sidebar video from earlier in the day with Bliss and Mickie taking shots at their opponents. The bell rings, and we see the titles on display at ringside. Snuka starts off with Bliss. They shove each other. Bliss smacks her. Snuka sends Bliss to the mat. They go at it and trade moves. Bliss kips up and goes for a standing moonsault. Bliss with a 2 count. Snuka scoops Bliss up, but she slides out. Jax tags in and drops Bliss in the corner, also knocking Mickie off the apron. Jax stands tall in the ring as we go back to commercial. Back for the break, Snuka is in control and grounds Bliss and works her over in the middle of the ring. Snuka with more offense and a 2 count. Jax tags in, headbutts Bliss, back down. Jax works Bliss around the ring for a few minutes and tags in Snuka. Bliss drops Snuka out of the corner for a 2 count. Mickie tries to rally Bliss for a hot tag. Bliss finally makes a tag. Mickie comes in and kicks Snuka, then flies off the top to take her back down. Mickie with a right hand in the middle of the ring. Snuka shoves her down. Mickie with a hurricanrana out of the corner. Mickie keeps control and hits a neck breaker for a 2 count. Jax is then tagged in and sends Mickie to the corner but misses a splash. Mickie kicks Jax, but Jax tosses her to the mat and then scoots Mickie on her shoulders, but Bliss goes to the corner. Jax gets both opponents on her shoulders now. Jax with a double Samoan drop. Jax covers Mickie for the pin to win the Elimination Chamber spot. After the match, Jax and Snuka stand tall as we go to replays on the display of the titles at ringside as they march in the back. We got a video from earlier in the day. Dasha Fuentes talking to Hall of Famer Kurt Angle backstage about tonight's match with Constable Corbin. Dasha also about the recent match with Drew McIntyre. It took Angle a while to get over that match, but it's taken even longer to get this match with Corbin. Angle says Corbin should be worried. And that match is up next. We go to the ring. Out comes Corbin first. Back to commercial. Back from the break, we see Hall of Famer Kurt Angle is out. Corbin takes the mic, puts Angle over. Corbin says he knows how Angle believes. He has one more great run in him. One more great match. Corbin says the people make Angle believe something that's not true. He says the people don't care about Angle and won't be there for him when he hurts him. Corbin says he's going to humiliate Angle and erupts him with a big right hand. Bell rings and Angle ducks a shot, firing back with strikes. Angle with a German suplex. Corbin nails Angle and runs out. Then back in for a big clothesline. Corbin with a 2 count. Corbin puts boots to Angle now and beats him around. Corbin stands tall over Angle and plays to the crowd. Corbin with an elbow and a submission in the middle of the ring. Angle fights back and moves from the corner, forcing Corbin into the turnbuckles. Angle with a trip with a trio of German suplexes for a 2 count. As Angle goes for the Angle slam, but Corbin slides out and levels him with a big boot for the close 2 count. Angle comes back and hits the Angle slam for a close pin attempt. In the middle of the ring, Angle drops the straps and flies the ankle lock now. Corbin powers out and hits deep 6 for the pin and the win. As Kurt Angle normally goes at a faster pace in that match, but he didn't. He actually went slow, almost actually walking in his moves. After the match, Corbin has his arm raised as he comes back into the ring and attacks, dropping Angle with the end of days. Corbin makes his exit and says the fans are to blame for what happened to Angle. We get replays as Corbin hits to the back. Still to come, segment. Rollins will make his WrestleMania 35 decision. Also, Ronda Rousey puts her title on the line in an open challenge. We see Finn Balor walking backstage slowly. He shakes hands with Rhino, Heath Slater, Apollo Crews. He also gets a nod from Heavy Machinery, a hug from Sasha Banks and Bayley. Match commercial, back from the break, we see stills from the Universal title match at the Rumble. We go to the ring, out comes Finn Balor, who appears to be banged up from the Rumble match with Brock Lesnar. Balor talks about taking it to Lesnar and says he will make on excuses. Lesnar beat him. And then Lesnar beat him again. Balor says he never felt speed like that, power like that, certainly never saw it combined like that. Balor says today he is hurt, but he's not out here with his head held low. He's out here with his head held high because last night Lesnar beat him and then beat him again. Because he made Lesnar believe. The music interrupts and out comes the Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley with Lio Rush. Rush takes the mic and says it's a disgrace that a twerp like Balor got a title shot against Lesnar. Rush says we all know Balor almost beat Lesnar last night, but Balor wouldn't stand a chance at beating Lashley. Rush says Lashley is bigger, faster, and stronger than Lesnar ever will be. Fans give the what treatment to Rush. Rush says last night's beating is nothing compared to what Lashley would do to Balor. Balor taunts Lashley for this quick Rumble match appearance. Lashley ducks Balor and chokeslams him into the mat. Lashley stands over Balor and drives him down again. Lashley drops Balor a third time. Lashley raises the title and stands tall over Balor to end the segment. We'll see a replay of Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler injured Braun Strowman back in November. McIntyre versus Strowman will take place later. Match commercial. And they show a replay of what just happened to Balor. We get the Revival versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. We go to the ring, and the Revival Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder in the ring versus Zack Ryder's old theme song hits, and out he comes with Kurt Hawkins. Coleslaw shows us the history between Ryder and Hawkins, the former Major Brothers, and Edgeheads. Hawkins starts off with Wilder as they go at it. Hawkins takes it to the corner, but Ryder tags in for a double team. Ryder drops Wilder on his face. Dawson runs in, but they take him out as well. Ryder clotheslines Dawson over the top to the floor with Wilder. Ryder runs and flies out, taking the Revival down. Ryder brings Dash back in, but Dash scoops him for the double team. As Dawson tags in, Dawson with a 2 count on Ryder. Dawson drops headbutts on Ryder. Dawson with a back suplex. Wilder tags in for a double team for a 2 count. Wilder keeps Ryder grounded. Ryder counters a suplex and drops Wilder with a neck breaker. Hawkins and Dawson tag in at the same time. They unload on each other. Hawkins nails a drop kick. Wilder runs in and Hawkins drops him. Hawkins with an insecurity to Dawson. It's a fan chanting his name. Dawson drops Hawkins and knocks Ryder off the apron. Hawkins rolls Dawson up for a 2 count. Wilder tags in and they hit Shatter Machine on Hawkins for the pin to win. Winners the match, Revival. After the match, Revival exits the ring and as Ryder shakes on Hawkins. We see champion Daniel Bryan walking backstage. Charlie Caruso stops and asks for comments. Charlie brings up Rowan helping Bryan at the Rumble and asks Bryan if he has what it takes to beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Bryan says he would have beat AJ Styles last night. Rowan's help or not. Bryan accuses Rollins of celebrating air pollution when he burns it down every night. Bryan says if Rollins picks him, he won't wait till WrestleMania. He will end Rollins' hope tonight. Rowan and Bryan walk off. The announcers lead us to a video package with a new partnership with UNICEF Kid Power. We see an adult representation of a few kids from UNICEF in the front row. Elias is in the ring with his guitar. We go right to commercial. Back from the break, Elias is in the ring. Fans pop for him. Elias says they need to do better and get faster with a standing ovation. Elias says they are in the presence of greatness. Fan chant, we're not worthy, and Elias agrees. Elias says he will no longer write songs for the fans, but from now on, the songs are for him. Elias says he has a new song. He asks everyone to shut their mouths, but the music interrupts. Out comes Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett with a guitar of his own. Jarrett calls Elias slapnuts and brings up how Elias smashed him with a guitar in the Rumble match last night. Jarrett says Elias better not worry about having a problem with the fans because he's got a problem with Double J. Jarrett spells his name out and walks down the ramp. Music hits and out comes Road Dogg Brian James, the roadie. He's wearing a Becky Lynch t-shirt. Dog speaks from the stage with Jarrett and says Elias could play with himself on his own time. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. The crowd finished it for the suck it chant and holy shit. As Road Dogg asks them to stop because this is a family show, Dogg calls for the music to hit so he can perform the classic With My Baby Tonight single. Dogg hits the announce table so Renee can dance. Dogg and Jarrett head to the ring, singing their song. Elias looks on from the ring. Elias leaves the ring and drops Dogg at ringside. Enters the ring and meets Jarrett, unloading on him. Jarrett fights back. Jarrett grabs the guitar, but Elias decks him and smashes the guitar on him. Natalia's backstage warming up when Dana Brooke approaches her. She mentions Ember Moon being injured and her being Natalia's first choice for a partner. Dana says she won't let Natalia down. Natalia just wants Dana to try hard. Dana says she's better than Ember and Natalia. Dana walks off and asks Natalia if she's coming. Back to commercial. Back to the break, Mojo Rawley is in the back talking to someone. He says this is all their fault. If they weren't so compromising, he wouldn't even be in the situation. Mojo puts himself over and yells. We see he's talking to himself in the mirror. He must have been about to sing the Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. Mojo is ready to show who he really is. Women's Tag Team Elimination Chamber match, qualifying match. Natalia and Dana Brooke versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. We go to the ring. Both teams are out. Both teams are already out as the bell hits. Natalia starts off with Sarah Logan. Dana comes in, but Logan kicks her off. Liv tags in and unloads on Dana, but gets sent out of the ring. Ruby comes over to check on Liv after Dana drops her with a clothesline on the floor. Dana and Logan go at it now in the ring now. Logan pulls her into the turnbuckles. Logan and Liv double team Dana. Liv covers for a 2 count. Liv prevents Dana from tagging. Natalia tags in and levels Liv. She then knocks Logan off the apron. Ruby grabs Natalia's leg from the floor, allowing Liv to roll her up from behind. Natalia drops Liv and applies the sharpshooter. Ruby gets on the apron and Dana shoves her off. Logan shoves Dana into the sharpshooter. This leads to Natalia getting pinned by Liv for the win. So Liv and Sarah Logan advance to the Elimination Chamber. After the match, Riot Squad celebrates at ringside as all tag team titles are on display. Dana tries to apologize to Natalia, but she walks off. Still to come, Rousey defends her title in an open challenge. Back to commercial. Back from the break, the announcers tout the Royal Rumble attendance, 48,193 for Chase Field. We go to the ring. Out comes Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Fan chant for Becky as Rousey takes the mic. Rousey says, if you can't dream big, ridiculous dreams, then what's the point of dreaming at all? Fan chant booing Rousey. She says that she dreamed ridiculously big after 2018 Women's Rumble, and now 1 year later, she's champion. Fans want Becky. Rousey says Sasha Banks gave her the fight for her life last night at the Rumble. Gives Banks props, but fans just chant for Becky. Rousey laughs. Rousey thanks Banks and gets tripped up on her words, saying fans got her stutter. Good job. Rousey asks if everyone wants to talk about what's next. Rousey points at the WrestleMania 35 sign and says she knows Becky is watching and has a chance to make. Fans chant for Becky some more. Rousey goes to speak again, but she's a bit flustered. It looks like. Music interrupts. Out comes Bayley. Bayley speaks from the stage, and she's not ready. She's not Becky, but she is one half of the Boston Hook connection. She is Bayley. Bayley says Rousey looks like she's out here for a fight, and so is Bayley. Bayley asks Rousey to put that title on the line right now. Rousey raises the title in the ring, and it looks like we got a match. Bayley's music hits, and we head to the ring. Bell rings, and we perform a ring introduction from Mike Rome. Rousey immediately takes Bayley down. They break and go lock up again, but Bayley works Rousey over, focusing on the arm. Bayley tosses Rousey to the floor and follows. Bayley brings Rousey back to the apron. They tangle. Rousey tries to tie Bayley's arms up on the top rope. Rousey with an arm bar on the top rope as the referee counts to 5. Rousey goes down to the floor, but comes back up to the apron. Bayley drops her over the second rope for a 2 count. Back as they go to the floor for a commercial and come back. Bayley continues to dominate Rousey. Rousey tries for a submission, but Bayley turns around, more back and forth between the two. Rousey can't get momentum. Rousey with a clothesline or takedown by the arm. Rousey focuses on the arm, tossing Bayley to the mat again. Rousey's leg goes out again as the referee checks on her. Still selling the injury from the pay-per-view. Rousey backs Bayley into the corner with strikes, tossing her to the mat again. Rousey comes out of the corner with a jumping right hand for a 2 count. Rousey continues to favor her arm and leg. Rousey with knees to Bayley. Bayley drops Rousey with a knee out of nowhere. Rousey rolls out and goes for the arm bar. They roll around and rolls to the floor under the bottom rope. Bayley with Bayley to belly suplex into the barrier. We go to commercial. Back from the break. Bayley comes off the top, has to land on her feet. Bayley drops Rousey in the corner. Bayley kicks Rousey out of the ring. Bayley with a drop kick through the ropes from the floor. Bayley brings her back in the ring for a close 2 count. Bayley goes to the top and hits a big elbow drop. Bayley applies the bank statement now. Rousey moves to the bottom rope as Bayley tightens the hold. Rousey grabs the bottom rope and breaks the hold. Bayley takes Rousey to the corner and climbs up for a superplex. Rousey slides down and hits Bayley with strikes. Bayley sends her to the mat. Rousey runs up and slams Bayley from the top to the mat. Rousey applies the armbar and Bayley taps out. After the match, Rousey recovers and takes the title, but Bayley looks on from the corner. Rousey offers her hand to Bayley. Rousey helps Bayley to her feet. Bayley offers her hand, and they shake now. Music hits. Out comes Becky Lynch with a big pop. As Becky limps in the ring, Bayley exits the ring, and Becky takes the mic. Fan chant for Becky, but as Rousey stares her down. Becky says the man is back on Raw. Becky tells Ronnie she warned her that she would find a way back at her. Becky says she's been hearing about this baddest woman on the planet for a while now. That's fans boo. Becky says the last time that she came to Raw, she dropped Rousey right in the ring. And even after that, Rousey never came looking for Becky to prove she's the baddest. So Becky has come looking for Ronnie to prove that she's not the baddest. Fan chant for Becky again. Becky picks Rousey for WrestleMania 35, and the crowd pops. A loud yes chants from the crowd. Becky says she's going to break Rousey's mystique, take her title, and kick her butt in front of the whole world at WrestleMania. They face off as a kick her butt chants from the crowd. Rousey grabs a mic, and fans boo. Rousey wants the world to hear this. Rousey asks how the leg is doing because she wants the best version of Becky. Rousey says everyone knows that she can re-break Becky's face faster than she can say Nia Jax. Rousey says everyone knows that she has the ability to kill Becky without breaking his foot, and the only thing stopping her is the decision not to. Rousey says they are the same age, and while Becky was training, Rousey was dominating a sport that didn't even want women in the main event. Rousey goes on about how she's been a household name for a decade. Rousey says that she will own Becky at WrestleMania. She got the mic and they face off. Rousey exits the ring as the music hits, and Becky smiles. So to come segment, Seth Rollins will pick his WrestleMania opponent. We see Rollins backstage. Braun Strowman appears, and we hear fans still chanting for Becky in the arena. Braun says Rollins earned it last night. They shake hands. Braun tells Rollins to go make the right choice and make it count at WrestleMania. Braun walks off back to commercial. Back from the break, we see superstars granting a special wish at the Make-A-Wish headquarters in Phoenix earlier today. Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre was up next. We go to ring out for tonight's main event. Out comes Braun Strowman first. Drew McIntyre was out next. They lock up. Braun overpowers Drew. Braun yells out at Drew. Drew with her big shoulder, but Braun takes takes it and shakes his head. They trade more shots with Drew nailing right hands to the face of Braun. Braun fires back and levels Drew. Braun sends Drew out of the ring to the floor. Conclusion to Raw. As they come back from a break, Drew has a sleeper hold applied in the middle of the ring. Braun breaks it and hits a side slam. Braun swats Drew away to the mat with a big shot. Braun with a running splash in the corner with a big club to the chest. Braun clotheslines Drew over the top rope to the floor. Braun follows to the floor and scoots Drew. Drew slides out and rams Braun into the ring post. Drew fights Braun off the apron, but Braun yanks him off to the floor. Braun takes apart the steel ring steps. Braun goes to use the steps, but Baron Corbin attacks him from behind for disqualification. After the bell, Baron grabs a steel chair, beats Braun with it. Braun punches the chair and goes to work on Corbin, sending him into the barrier and then the steps. Fan chant, get these hands now. Braun runs around the ring and knocks Drew into the barrier, breaking it. Braun keeps running and levels Corbin, the constipated one. Again, it's fans pop. Fan chant one more time. Now as Braun slams Corbin's face into the base of the steps. And then again. Drew runs over and drops Braun with a Claymore kick. Drew helps Corbin back up and they head to the back. But stop as Braun recovers. Drew and Corbin beat on Braun now. They double choke slam Braun on top of the base of the steps. Referee tries to get them away from Strowman. They raise their arms in the air and head to the back as the referee checks on Braun. We see Rowan and Daniel Bryan backstage. We also see Paul Heyman knocking on Brock Lesnar's door. Back to commercial. Back for the break. Mike Rome goes to introduce Seth Rollins, but the music hit interrupts. Out comes Universal Champion Brock Lesnar with a Paul Heyman. Heyman introduces himself and Lesnar. Heyman says this should be the easiest decision in Rollins' life. Heyman says Rollins has one option here. WWE Champion Daniel Bryan. Heyman says this is for Rollins' own good. Heyman goes on and says the last thing Rollins wants to do is get in a fight with the Beast. Music interrupts Heyman's rant, and out comes Rollins. Rollins gets right in Lesnar's face, but Lesnar just laughs at him. Rollins attacks first and goes to work on Lesnar, but Lesnar catches him in mid-move, the stomp, and drops him with a big F5. Lesnar with a second F5 in the middle of the ring. Lesnar scoots Rollins for a third F5 as Heyman and referees look on from ringside. Lesnar hits a fourth F5 in the middle of the ring. Lesnar takes the title and lays it on in front of Rollins' face. Lesnar drops Rollins on top of the title with another F5. Lesnar raises the title in midair to a mixed reaction. Rollins yells at Lesnar and asks if that's all he's got. Lesnar stops and charges back to him with a knee. Lesnar with a sixth F5 in the middle of the ring as Raw goes off the air with a dazed Rollins on the mat. That concludes my results for Raw. And this is conclusion. And that'll be the end of this video. Thanks again. Peace out. See you one of you. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.